So I'm super excited to share my first thoughts of the Ooni Karu 2 Pro. Now the Karu 16 has been my pizza oven. I've been cooking on that since 2021 when it's released, and that's my oven of choice. I cook predominantly with wood, and when I found out they were releasing the Karu 2 Pro, I was super excited. So to begin with setup, it was super straightforward. If you've set up one of these ovens before, whether it be a 12 size or the 16 size, then you're going to find it pretty simple. If you've never set up an oven before, there's a really easy to follow guide, and again, it's super straightforward. Probably took me about 15 minutes to set the oven up, and I did it on my own. The Karu 2 Pro is quite heavy, so I'd probably say if you can have someone help you with the setup, I would advise on it, but it is very straightforward, and you can just see the quality of this oven just from putting it together is amazing. It's super high quality, a really lovely finish, and I found the setup a really enjoyable process, but again, very straightforward. The first thing that I noticed when I was setting up the oven was just the additional height in the oven. You can see compared to the 16, the Karu 2 Pro has a higher ceiling, so you can cook more things in it. I was cooking a series of recipes. One of them was chicken in the new Ooni roasting pan, but you can just see straight away the height of the oven will just allow me to cook so many more things in here other than pizza, so I was super excited to see that. The next thing was the door. Now the door is very different to the Karu 16. I thought the door in the Karu 16 actually has quite a good field of view, but then when I saw this, I was like, wow, there's a huge amount of difference, and it was super easy to put together. But that door, it shuts properly. For me on the Karu 16, there was a little bit of like jarring when I was trying to shut the door, and that frustrated me a little bit. But this, you can see Ooni have gone back to the drawing board. They've redefined this door and they've made it perfect. So 95% of the time I cook with wood. I cook with a mix of lumpwood charcoal on the base just to keep that constant temperature, and then hardwood on the top, which gives me the flames, the smoky flavour. And to light this oven, I found it incredibly simple. You've got the grate at the back, I'll light it with kindling, and once those flames are going, I'll add my lumpwood and then add my hardwood at the end. When it's up to temperature, I'm ready to cook some pizza. If you want, there is a gas attachment similar to the 16. You can buy that separately if you want to cook gas. I know a lot of people who do that, and I think this is the perfect oven if you want to cook gas because you've got that additional height. I don't have the gas attachment, so I can't provide any feedback on that, but from friends and people that I know that have cooked with it, they absolutely love it in the 16. So I'm sure the Karu 2 Pro will be a fantastic gas oven as well. So like I said, it's super easy to light this oven, and Ooni says that the Karu 2 Pro takes about 15 minutes to reach temperature. It does. If anything, I got to temperature a bit quicker than that, but I usually let it burn for about half an hour just to get the stone really, really hot and even heat in the stone. Now, one thing I love about this oven is the new temperature hub. Now, this is the temperature hub that's been featured in the Coda 2 Max. They've brought this to the Karu 2 Pro, and I have had to play on this before, so I was excited to see it, and straight away I can see how I'm going to use it now with cooking. I've got the app on my phone, and what I've been doing is basically going inside when it gets to temperature. It's Bluetooth, and my oven's just outside my back door, so I'll go in the kitchen, and as soon as it reaches temperature, I get the notification, and it's perfect. I can see if the heat's rising, so if it's like kind of not rising as much as I want it to, I can go out and add some wood. But if I'm prepping for like a pizza party or something like that, it makes it so much easier and saves me so much time because I'm not constantly going to the oven and checking it to see if I need more wood or what the temperature is or get the temperature gun out. So this is perfect, and it will make my cooking a lot easier. So my first cook, obviously I cooked a margherita to start with. It's probably my favorite pizza, and it turned out really, really well. It was a familiar oven, obviously, because it's very similar to the Karu 16, but I just found the door, like being able to look through the door, I can see a lot of the pizza at the back, so I can kind of monitor that. But also, I think I found myself not opening the door anywhere near as much as I do on the 16 because I just had that field of view. So it was actually cooking the pizza a lot quicker because the oven was maintaining the heat because I wasn't opening the door. And yeah, I was super impressed. It made a lovely pizza. The flavor was incredible. The stone just made the crust rise perfectly. So yeah, as far as my first bake goes, I was super happy with it. And the Karu 2 Pro made a fantastic pizza. So one of the difference with the Karu 2 Pro is Ooni have moved where the baffles are. So originally there was one on the top of the flue and there's one right at the front of the oven on the Karu 16. They've still got the one on the top of the flue and the Karu 2 Pro, but they've now got one on the back. So I've got control of how much airflow is coming in through the back and then one from out the top. And honestly, that has been a game changer. It's really allowed me to cook a lot of different things. Like I said, I cooked a chicken tray bake. And basically, I just fired it to about 300 degrees and then kind of just let everything go and then shut the baffles. And the temperature that the oven held was amazing. It allowed me to cook a chicken. I probably had it in there for about 25 minutes and it just held its heat really, really well. Right at the end, I put a little bit of kindling on just to kind of help with the cooking in the sense of the flavor. The flames added the smokiness to the flavor, but the temperature it held for such a long time was incredible. The other thing I cooked in it that's a little bit different to pizza was a sourdough country loaf. And again, I was kind of a little bit skeptical about how that would cook or how easy it would be. I was blown away with the results. That stone, it just holds its temp so well. And like I said, the ambient temperature in the oven just holds it really, really well as well. So I'm very excited about what this oven will allow me to cook in the future, much more than pizza. The other thing the Temperature Hub has is a temperature probe on it for meat. And I think that's really, really cool. You can see where Ooni's going here. They're kind of like, we're going to make an incredible pizza oven, but we're going to chuck all these things in to allow you to be a better outdoor cook. And that's what it's going to give me. I absolutely love cooking outdoors. And the Karu 2 Pro will now be my oven of choice. I just absolutely love it. It's just going to sit there. And I know that instead of maybe a barbecue or something like that in the summer, I'm going to be cooking stuff on this. Like I said, pizza will always be like my go-to. But this oven allows me to cook so much more and it's very easy to as well. So I think the accessibility for people that are maybe not as confident with cooking, it will allow them to step outside their home kitchen and cook outdoors with this oven. It'll be absolutely incredible. So my first impressions of the Karu 2 Pro, I am blown away. Ooni have taken everything that I love from the Karu 16 and put it into the Karu 2 Pro, but made it even better. You can tell they've put a lot of time and care and consideration into this oven. The temperature control, the build quality, the ease of use, just it's all there. And I absolutely love this oven. I love they've kept their style and the look of it. They could have made this one look really different, kind of discontinued the 16. They didn't. They kind of kept that classic Ooni feel, refined it, and just I'm so impressed with this oven. So I can't wait to be cooking more. Let me know your thoughts in the comments and if you're going to be getting this oven. And if you want to see more content like this, just let me know. And if you want to see any recipes, pizza things, anything, subscribe and feel free to get in touch because I'm always happy to help.